Okay, students, thank you very much for watching the first video that I showed. Now you can have your own judgment with the knowledge you have in your head, and then you're going to make your own definitions about the type of people that we are like working in the unit. As I was like explaining, I have the second set of words here, but it's divided in four vocabularies, and the last one for attitude. So they make a total of 5 sets of vocabularies. Let's start with the first one. With this one, I try to find as much as I could here as definitions. I try to associate as much as I could these synonyms or meanings with the words that we have in the vocabulary. You can find these vocabulary words in my English platform. You can go to Northstar file, open it, and you can practice all these vocabulary words as well. And also you can find them too if you go to the web and you search in the translator, or you go to any special dictionary. You can have much more definitions of each word. As I said before, they are going to be useful for you guys to make your assessments, yes, at the end. Also, you're going to have a next practice in my English lab. I'm going to assign, you have to go to a to-do list. In there, you're going to find the list of exercises that I'm going to send. So please take the advantage of this because that represents points. Besides that, these parts are going to be useful in your last exam, the unit exam. So let's start with the first set. It says came to light. Since the word it is written in the past tense, I try to do it in the simple present, so you know, and you can have an idea what is to reveal, it's to come to make the things come true, or to say the truth. The second is good on for, is to be prepared for, yes. Fill the void, that's another word, which is combined, but all together they mean to supply. Have wallowed, that's another one, and it is similar to get involved. With some words you guys are familiar with as orientation. Closest meaning is advising, and we have a nice big expression here, which is make lemonade out of lemons. What I have found everywhere that I have searched this word, the expression, is another expression that it says that is to make or do your best. Every time you start something, you have to use this expression, make lemonade out of lemons, to demonstrate that you can do your best. But craved, which is desire, what's the meaning of desire? Misery, synonym word is desolation. Putting my stamp on is to make unique. And a colossal waste is to miss the time. So colossal is very similar to Spanish, and you know what's the meaning of waste. Yes, it's not to get any great advance or to progress in something. That's a waste of time, Okay, so we're going to continue with the second vocabulary. It's vocabulary number 2, and we have this set. We have cranky. The one that I found is a maniac. It is an adjective. Mindful of. With the second, it says to be aware of or conscious. To be aware is to be attentive or conscious of what is happening in a moment. To diagnose is what the doctors do, to determine what is happening with somebody, with a person. So doctors, depending on the situation, many other professionals, they can use this word. Carried away, which is similar to be taken. It could be a person, it could be a thing. Attributes as characteristics, something nice, something that makes the differences between one thing or one person, etc. Got carried away is to follow. So finding these 3 words expression. I know, as I said before, this word is written in the past tense. But anyway, if I compare everything, the full expression, it was used in the past, but at the end, it represents to follow, to follow, to continue. That's what it means. See change. We have seen as the sea as the water and change. But the full expression together represents huge change, that you're making an enormous change. Something really important. That could be use this expression for these situations. Run with now is a combination of a verb plus a preposition. Together they represent to release, to let it go, to put it out. Those are some synonyms too. Whereas we're not so familiar with this because we use while most of the times. And psyche. Psyche is another word. What it means is a human soul or the human spirit. That's what I have found there. Words that maybe they are not common to be pronounced or used, but now is the great moment to apply them. So let's go with the third vocabulary. Now I'm using this vocabulary words to describe introvert people. That's why it says descriptors. The first one is on the verge, which is on the limit. When people goes very far away, where people consider it was a limit, people cross the line. That's what it says on the limit. Profound, which is deep. Petrified, terrified. These words are very common. Reticent is another synonym of introvert. If you didn't know this, so this is a good moment to understand that reticent, it is so similar to introvert, so they can be used in the same way, and both are adjectives. Shrinking violet, now it's a combined word, yes, of an ing and a noun. The two words together, they represent that they are describing a very shy person. That's what they do here. You have gloomy as well. Gloomy is a word that says that it's somebody that is very melancholic. Melancholic is a very familiar word since the meaning is very close in pronunciation in Spanish. Inhibited, it is reserved. The word reserved, when someone is very quiet, doesn't talk much or doesn't transmit much information. We have charismatic, and charismatic tends to be or happens that is fascinating as well. Something to have a charisma is because person likes and enjoy things person does or interact. Methodical, it is very strategic. It's a very strategic person. And if you use people, so you use this word to describe a person that is of this type of introvert. Wildflower, it is a flower that is like in Spanish we call aneli. I'm sorry I didn't bring an example or image of it, but you can find many of these examples on the web. But that's a kind of flower. Yeah, they are going to use it there to describe maybe people that are delicate, And we go to the next vocabulary. We have, now it's for extrovert descriptions. Yeah, these are for extroverts, And we have assertive, which is accurate. When you are like very assertive, it's accurate. You are exactly saying the things as you know, or you find out the truth, and you are accurate about that. Bold could be as intrepid. Dominant as authoritative. Yes, dominant and authoritative are very close to Spanish too. Engaged is compromised. Gregarious is somebody that is very sociable. So you find another expression or word that can be used to describe a sociable person, which is gregarious. Sorry, I am missing an I here. It's life of the party. I want to fix this and I want to send it correctly. So sorry about my misspelling. But it's party and fun. Man, or it could be a woman or a person in general. It's when someone is very talkative, likes to make other friends, gets along, like to make fun things for others. That's what I can describe as life of the party. I said again, I'm sorry about my eye. I'm going to fix it now. We have outgoing, which is very similar to this, which is friendly, proactive. Something similar is energetic. Sociable, it is so similar to gentle too. Social butterfly is somebody that is sociable too, but comic. That's the only one difference that comes with it. Duck a blue streak, and this is another combined word where it contains a verb. It has an adjective and a noun, and also an article. So the four words together, they mean this. talkative and gossipy. So that means that a person talks too much, but it's like transmits something that sometimes is not true. Could be true, but mostly it's not true. So we use this for extrovert description. The people that they like to, to make a lot of fuss in a place. That's the way I can explain this. Well, next is the last one, which is about attitudes. And we have some words, 4 words at the end. We have grouchy. Grouchy is a person that always in a bad mood, doesn't smile, doesn't get any fun, is not like willing to do things happily, so that's why it's bad humored. We have the other one, which is killjoy, very similar to the first one, which is boring. Somebody that is boring, for example, this person goes to a party, but this person doesn't enjoy it, doesn't like the things or the activities, people proposing a party. So this person could be considered as a killjoy. And Pollyanna, it is the type of a name that I found at the internet, but also people in the United States or the English speakers, they used to describe that a person that is too optimistic. So they use Pollyanna too, even though it is a personal name, we can consider that as an adjective to describe a person that is too optimistic. And the last one is to upbeat, which is cheerful. Cheerful is the person that animates in a place in an activity which involves sports or somewhere of the type, and so on. So this is a great pleasure to be with you, trying to explain this not in the normal way, but I try to find the best way to transmit this information. But as I said before, if you have more information on the web, please bring it, download it. If you understand the word for sure, it's not going to be so necessary. But what is so necessary is to understand this in order to make your assessments well. As I said, you're going to find some exercises at my English lab. You are going to find too in the format the best way to develop your video. So in that way we are going to demonstrate the usage of vocabulary words, the grammar, the relative clauses, identifying, non-identifying, and that is going to represent as a improvement that we guys have wrapped up the information that you have learned in this unit. So that is going to demonstrate your skills, how skillful you are. You can do it maybe much better than I, and it was a big pleasure. In here, you're going to see this explanation too in the formats. I'm going to send the presentation and the challenge that I was talking, so you can read this part. As I said, is use the grammar speech for relative clauses, identifying and non-identifying. I use them twice and select 10 vocabulary words from this lesson to create a video in which you describe people that you know. You can tell who of the two as an introvert or extrovert person. It is only one video to describe two people. The length of the video can be 2 minutes longer or 1 minute less. So you are going to find all the lectures in the format, as I said. The details, please send everything to my email address. Thank you very much. And I see you in the next class. I can send you more new information. I'm going to reinforce more, or you can have a new topic as well. Remember, we have to advance. Any questions, please send the questions to my email address, and I will be more than happy to assist you guys. Please don't think twice about sending me your questions. I know it's difficult passing these moments, but guys, we have to do our best. We have to continue working, and it was a big pleasure, as I said at the beginning. Bye-bye.